Hey guys, what's up? Groom Machine Sam back with another video, and today we have another episode of Georgia Southern Franchise, Dynasty. Today we are taking on Georgia Tech. We've taken them on in years prior, the last 3 seasons. I think we are 2-1 against them at this point. They are coming to our home stadium again this season. We are 3-0 on the season, starting off very strong. We like playing our games super fast and early into the season. Georgia Tech seems like they don't really like doing so, only being 1-0 on the season, but still. We have had a very, very hot start. The offense really getting clicking in the last 2 games, of course. And ultimately, the defense coming alive as well. Having extra great performances by both Trey, Joseph Callaway, Elijah Lacey, and others. Now, of course, we need them to continue to step up at this point. Looking very good in our last 3 games, scoring 30 points. In all 3 of our games, scoring 30 points. And in the last 2, scoring 42 points or more. So ultimately getting it very done. The defense also stepping up against a very impressive BYU team. Having a very good quarterback, just got it done against them. Hit them in their mouth and kept them down all game long. Kennesaw State putting points on the board late didn't really matter, as well as BYU. I think both teams we kind of held to 3 points until later into the game. Now we go take on Georgia Tech. Then we'll have 2 byes, and then we'll start our conference play as well. And we'll ultimately try to win the Sun Belt this season. If we can win the Sun Belt, I could honestly see ourselves moving with how well we've played in the past, both inter-conference and out of conference, maybe moving to a bigger division, maybe like the Big 12 or even the ACC. I think the ACC would make a little bit more sense based off a geological location. Now, of course, with the super conferences in today's college world, it doesn't matter really much about location as it does just overall, where you think you're going to be able to compete at, as well as where if the conference thinks you would be able to compete in their division as well and bring more success to that division. Not even more success, but better viewership, more viewership as well. So yeah, we do get to go take on Georgia Tech. It is a TV game, so we do get that. Now we just got to go out and perform like we have in weeks prior. Now, of course, we are still heavy on the recruiting. Like I said in the first video, I think we kind of fucked up going after 5 stars at the start. We should have just went after the 4 stars that were interested in us. We are leading on a lot of them, and a lot of them getting good progress on. Some of these guys we will have to drop out on, but we will keep them on the board until that moment. Now, of course, we are in good spots on a lot of these guys, too. It's not like we can't come get some of these guys later down the road. A lot of these 4 stars still not really getting a whole ton of offers. The only one really getting an offer right now is Kyle Green from Louisville. Some of these guys will sit blank for a long period of time, whether it's because they're bad or whether it's because they're just overlooked at this point. But we do need to start locking some of our guys up if we want a real chance to land as many 4 stars as humanly possible and ultimately push this dynasty into the correct direction. I think we're in a good spot. We did end up selling on a couple guys. I'll show those later if we really need to. We'll have 2 bye weeks that we'll get through in this video as well, so we can see just how far along we are on progress on a lot of those guys. See if we can lock any of them up in this video. But with that being said, we're going to hop in and take on Georgia Tech at home. Now, of course, one thing that's very important to us, like previous weeks, is getting this run game involved. Dalton Ludwig really took the reins last week, but Frederick Foss and Dalton Ludwig should be able to combine for a very good 1-2 punch. Another thing, getting the defense off to a hot start. If we can get 1 or 2 stops early in the game, we can build momentum on that. And if we can at least score, I'll be in a happy state. Now, of course, something that's always been noteworthy. You got to go down and score touchdowns when you do end up getting those defensive stops. You can't go down and kick field goals. If you go down and kick field goals, they can still come back. Let's get it started. DeAndre Buchanan, I'm just going to let that bounce into the end zone. Go out to the 25-yard line comes the offense. And we will have our first drive here at home in the rain. Spencer Dozier, 83 overall, 96 speed, 76 catch in traffic, and 81 spec catch for the young man. He's going to be a big part of this offense, not just only today, but going forward, as we will have him for probably at least 2 seasons, if not 3 or 4. Starting at the 25-yard line, we are going to start with a Dalton Ludwig handoff here. He's going to get a big lane there and ultimately get 8 on his first carry on that inside zone out of shotgun. Like I said, 19 for 119 for him last week. Really got things going. 2nd and 2 now. Going to go to Ludwig again. Down to the 38, 5-yard rush there for him. He's going to be getting a lot of those shotgun looks. A lot of the 3rd down back reps. Going to go 1st and 10. Our first pass play of the day. Deion Browning open underneath. Catch, run, upfield, down at the 44-yard line, and ultimately getting us 6 yards. Keeping the ball moving in the correct direction. That's one thing I've always stated. We cannot play behind the sticks. That is one thing that we have been incredibly terrible at. Since taking over as head coach, is just playing behind the sticks. Has not been well for us. 3rd and 2 here. Foss in the backfield now. I'm going to see if Browning brings his man with him. No, he just stays out there, so you can just head back then. Going to snap this ball. 3rd and 2. Inside zone out of shotgun. Foss gets stopped in the backfield at the 46-yard line. That's an interesting spot. I'm going to personally go for this here. I'm going to go smash return here. I'm going to have Ludwig just run a flat. Just try to get out there fast as possible. Ludwig open. Just going to toss him the football. Get him the 1st down. Dalton Ludwig continuing his performances, really, to be fair. 1st and 10 at the 50 now. Very dangerous going for it there on 4th and 2. Turning the ball over this early would be dangerous, but got to go for it. Got to keep the ball moving. Got to keep Georgia Tech on their heels. Curl route by Spencer Dozier does pick up the 1st down. Up to the 37 now. Play action fake. Looking. I like Woolen. Woolen gets that corner on his back foot and comes back for the football. Down to the 19. Jordan Woolen is another guy that I think can have incredible potential for this team. 1st and 10, halfback slam. Frederick Foss falling forward for 6 there, down to the 12 now. Going to go red zone scissors here. But I'm actually... let's just leave Walton on that, actually. I was going to go a post route, but that safety's sitting right where he would run towards. So there's almost no point. Foss, we tried to get the ball out. Popped up in the air. Got really concerned there because if 32 could have tracked that ball down, that's a pick 6 all day. 3rd and 4 at the 12. Going to look Walton's way immediately. Yeah, Walton open. Just catch. Fall down. They sent an all-out pressure and just getting that ball out quickly. Picking up the 1st down. Remember, Morris Moffett is like the leader in most passing categories now for Georgia Southern. Just franchise history. Program history at this point. Going to go mountain zone weak here. Bryce Baker in as the power back, like I said. Trying to get all these guys reps. Trying to keep everybody fresh as possible. So some guys are going to get different opportunities here. Nagy, good block, and Bryce Baker in. Another touchdown for Bryce Baker. Getting it done. Breaking those just simple arm tackles. That's all I'm really asking him to do. And the PAT is up and good. 13 plays, 76 yards, and 5:38 off the clock. Gets us our first score and completes our first drive. So, Georgia Tech will start off at their own 20-yard line after a pretty subpar return. We're going to send pressure immediately. I'm going to send some Joseph Callaway, and I'm going to say send Trey here, and I'm going to force some pressure here. They end up running the football, and nobody is getting there. Kevin Breeze end up making the tackle after a 16-yard gain. Jesus Christ, we cannot let that happen. I think we got to keep 2 linebackers on the field. 1st and 10. Going to hop on Wooden here, cover up this slot guy, and then work our way back inside if they do end up running the football. They're going to go deep. Ellis just didn't fucking react. I'm telling him to jump, and he doesn't jump. Offense is just going to have to go back out there and do their job again. Unfortunately, some bullshit happened, and they're back out onto the field now. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Going to go halfback draw here with Dalton Ludwig. Start our drive off, and their guys insta shed as soon as I push that R2 button. Trying to smash through that hole. Their guys insta shed, and not really a good opportunity there. Deion Browning has nobody stacked up on him right now, but I would assume they're going to fly out there as soon as... No, they end up playing man, and the linebacker or defensive end was supposed to be covering him, and Deion Browning gone! Touchdown, Deion Browning. One of the biggest plays this season. 75 yards in a 2-play drive, resulting in a touchdown. We get our bullshit right back. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. We're going to send pressure again here early. I want this quarterback to be flustered. It has worked for us in previous games, mainly looking at the BYU game. Trey gets home. Ball gets thrown away, though. 2nd and 10. He was able to get that ball out. Like I said, it worked really well against BYU. Worked well against Kennesaw State. We're going to keep that same game plan of sending pressure early and often. Trying to get that quarterback flustered and just off a rhythm. 3rd and 5 now after a 5-yard reception there. I know we normally go cover 3 Sky, but we're going to hop in cover 3 Cloud here. We're going to hop on Trey here and cover up this tight end immediately. They're going halfback draw, and Stefan Green gets there, and so does, I think that's, is it Linfro as well? So ultimately getting off the field on 3rd and 5, stopping them 4th and 5 now here with the punt. I think if we continuously run the football here, I think the offensive line will get more engaged because of the fact that they'll just be able to lean forward and just kind of put their weight on them. Whereas if we go towards a lot more passing plays, they're going to have to kind of settle their weight in, keep on the back foot a little bit more. I like Ludwig here. That guy's not really super far outside. If you can get outside of him pretty fast. Woolen open underneath. He's not going to hold on to the football, though, unfortunately. Brings up 2nd and 10 now, so we are behind the sticks now. We do need to go create something. Nobody's really sitting in the middle of the field. I'm going to have Ludwig run a Texas instead. He's open, catch, run, turn up field, and a little bit more yardage for him. Down to the 26 goes Dalton Ludwig. I think him coming in and being that 3rd down back has ultimately opened up the offense just a little bit more than with Frederick Foss back there. I wanted to stick with a 1-back system, but I think it just makes more sense of where we are at with the running backs, going to a 3-back system, letting them all eat, letting them all get their touches in, and seeing who really has the hot hand, right? If Ludwig in this offensive line can really succeed in the shotgun, then we'll go towards Ludwig. If we are not succeeding, we need to go more under center, downhill, straight to your fucking through your teeth type of run style. We can definitely do that as well. 156 yards so far for Morris Moffett. 80% completion and a touchdown. Of course, their big play is more just bullshit happening. The CPU just kind of fucking me there. 2nd and inches now. They're rotating that safety down, which I don't particularly love. I love for me and Deion Browning, but now they're going to rotate back out. No, they're going to rotate back down. Okay, so it looks like they were disguising something. They don't really seem to be caring now. Ludwig open again. Catch, run, into the end zone. Touchdown, Dalton Ludwig. His 2nd receiving touchdown in just as many weeks. Ultimately, off to a good start. Dalton Ludwig, these linebackers not really covering him very great. And we're going to take advantage of that all day if we can. Already going up 3 scores here. Well, scoring 3 times, going up 2 scores now. Very good start to the day for Morris Moffett and company. Georgia Tech again will take over in negative territory. Only out to the 16. This is kind of why I don't return the ball in college football 25. It just doesn't seem to work all that well. I think it works a lot better if you just let the game come to you. Let your team get out to the 25 and get a decent starting point. Unlike when you get out, it seemed like that really worked for us as well. When we were going down and making those tackles against some of those other teams, forcing them into bad territory immediately. Seemed like our defense was playing with a little bit more energy. Going to go cover 6 here. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Just got to play good D. We're not expecting greatness. We just need to play good enough, right? Just get off the field. That's all I'm asking you guys to do. Just get off the field. Create a stop. Get off the field. I'm not asking for turnovers. I'm not asking for touchdowns. I'm asking for just simple defensive stops. That's all I'm asking. 2nd and 1 now. We're going to pinch this D-line. Kind of force them to come to us at this point. Trey getting through the hole and stopping the running back. 3rd and 3. Trey is really defending his job, especially with a 5-star linebacker sitting on the bench right now, taking his redshirt season. Trey's looking better and better with each fucking game. I'm being so fucking serious with that. We're going to let the CPU play it, and he knocks it away. McDowell coming up big. No, Jaleel. I thought Jaleel was wearing a fucking single digit. Maybe he's not. Maybe he is wearing 31. Maybe I'm fucking confused. Maybe I'm stupid. Out to the 26. The offense does come. Going to immediately hit him with a halfback slam again. That linebacker plays that really well. Frederick Foss not really getting a whole ton going in this early part of the game. 5 rushes, 22 yards, and 12 yards is his longest. Going to look towards these out routes to begin. Walton open over the middle with this Texas route, and he's going to have a big, big pickup. But Josh Solters will end up picking up the flag on that in that right tackle position. At the 18 now. I don't love this play. We're gonna go PA flood here. Look for Nagy immediately. Woolen coming across the field could be an option as well. Trying to find something. Nagy, if we can layer it really good, we do. 3rd and 1. Not quite picking up the first down, but we're going to hurry back to the line, and we're just going to beat this ball down their fucking throat right here. The D lineman can't get across, and that's going to be a free first down, but Frederick Foss is going to pick it up anyway and run somebody the fuck over. Holy shit. 3rd and 1. I know it's kind of glitchy, so I'm not going to accept it. Plus, if I don't accept it, we actually end up getting more yardage, as well as Frederick Foss gets to keep his carry. So it just makes more sense to decline that at that point. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line now. Going to go back to the run game here. Schulters with a good block there, but a couple of linebackers were able to scrape and get over to that area. 2nd and 8 now. Going to go curls here again. Them playing off kind of worries me here. But I'm going to hit Walton underneath here. Catch. Nope. Can't hold on the football. Linebacker pops it free. Can't quite get it done there. 3rd and 8 here. Spencer Dozier. Nobody over top, by the way. Nobody above him. I'm going to see if I can hit it. Throw it up. Dozier. Dozier. Hold on. Down to the 14. Spencer Dozier. Big play from him. 1st and 10 at the 14 now. Going to look towards Woolen on this comeback. Ultimately looking towards Foss as well in this corner. I'm going to have to scramble. I see the pressure. Browning underneath. Hold on. 2nd and 3 now. We're going to go back to the line here. Inside zone out of shotgun with Foss. Downhill. Nobody standing on this left side. This lineman can get a double team. Down to the 2. 1st and goal. I really don't want to run the football here if we don't have to. I'm going to go Mountain PA power. I'm going to keep I'm going to keep Walton in, have Nagy run that flat, and we're going to have Dozier run a... Nope, he can't run a zig out of that. Okay, run the triple option then. Oh, we're not going to get this off. Fuck. Well, that sucks. I didn't know we were going to run out of time that fast, and I thought Dozier was going to be able to run that zig. Ultimately, if I would have looked for half a second, would have been able to see it, and would have had to try to call it 2 more times. Could have gotten that ball out. Unfortunately, not getting it done. Going to have a 1st and 10, though. Still at the 7. Still within scoring range right now. Woolen open underneath. Catch. Can't quite turn upfield good enough. 2nd and 4 now. Kind of want to go quarterback draw, but I think Morris Moffett will fumble if I do that. I'm going to go to this RPO. Dalton Ludwig, main option. Looking towards Jordan Woolen if that corner doesn't jump it. Jordan Woolen, catch, turn, touchdown. Jordan Woolen. 2nd on the day for Morris Moffett. No, 3rd. 3rd? Yeah, 3rd. Browning, Ludwig, and now Woolen. All getting involved here in the end zone. Wright joining them as well. Going to send a little bit of pressure here on 1st and 10 at the 15. I'm going to send Wooden just right away. Just try to get him engaged. See if we can maybe get something. And nothing going there. Ellison covered underneath. 1st and 10 now for Georgia Tech. Going to send some extra pressure here again with the safety this time. Going to bring Trey down. Try to get this offensive line engaged. Trey gets free. I bit on the run, but we were able to get there. Trey. My fucking God. He is talented. His speed and just versatility is just ultimately going to win us football games. 2nd and 15. Going to hop on Wooden here. Screen pass. Can't quite get there. Somebody else get there. Ellis is going to have the opportunity, and he does. 3rd and 8 now. What a fucking game so far. Going to go 3rd and 8. Going to hop on Wooden in this zone coverage. In this middle part of the field here. Cover it up. He's going deep. He can't get it all the way there. It gets knocked away. Thought we had the pick. I really did. I really thought we had the pick there. Gets knocked away, I think, by the safety there. I think the safety was just trying to knock it away. I think the corner was going for the pick. Buchanan. DeAndre Buchanan. Beats the punter. Can't beat everybody, though. Up to the 30. DeAndre Buchanan gets us very, very good field positioning here. David here, by the way, one-on-one. If this turns into man, he's open. If it's zone, I'm looking Browning underneath. It's zone. Going to hit Browning then. 2nd and 4 now. Down to the 23. Let me go smash corners here. Something Deion Browning scored on earlier. If it's man, I think he's open again. I don't think they're going to be playing over the top too much. They do. Morris Moffett scrambling. He's going to get it done here with his legs. Down to the 15. Gets knocked out of bounds. Going to go wide cross flood. I don't love a lot of these options. I'm going to have Woolen run a speed out, but it's going to be into the end zone. Get upfield and then break off immediately. No, he just doesn't break well enough. I have David in the end zone on the run. Morris Moffett for his 4th on the day. And David for, I think, his 2nd on the year. Jesus, this offense has come alive. I mean, this pro style, just the simplistic nature of this playbook is making it so easy to score, so easy to go out and succeed at this point. David getting it done there. I think we'll probably put shoot clock on for the rest of the game. Try to really get out of here with an easy, easy victory. We're going to go double A gap, cover 3 sky here. I'm going to try to engage with the center and drop if possible. It might give up some yardage here. No, we're just going to drop. And Kevin Breeze gets home. 35 points in this first half. 2nd and 18 at their own 8. Dropping into coverage, covering this middle part of the field, covering deep. He's going to throw the ball away, and that's out of bounds. 3rd and 18, 44 seconds left. I'm going to send pressure here. Fuck it. I'm going to fuck this dude in his mouth. I'm going to go touch him in the backfield real quick. Go touch him. Somebody go touch him. Oh my god, he's going to pick up a first down. Holy shit. Holy fuck, we just let like the slowest fucking quarterback in the nation just run for a fucking 30-yard gain. Really don't understand that. Christian Ellis is going to bring him down into the box. Let him play some zone. I'm going to hop on the D-line apparently. Oh my god, my guy got beat and he's gone. I don't even think I told Jaleel to play fucking press coverage, by the way. So he was just playing it for no fucking reason. Awesome. Good job, dude. Here you go. X dagger here. I'm going to Foss run a Texas route, see if he can get... No, we're going to have him run a drag, actually. Not a drag, a flat. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Going to try to force the issue here. Jordan Woolen on that comeback. Catch down. Going to call a timeout. Get us back to the line. Get us reset. Get a new play in. Dozier, by the way, here on this deep, like, corner. Could be an option with his speed. Dozier can't get the ball out good enough. I'm surprised that's not picked off. Normally when the ball gets popped up like that, the defenders are fucking ball hawking straight to it and picking it off. So fortunately able to escape with that one. 2nd and 10 here at the 46-yard line. Trying to find something. Moffett scrambling. No. I'm going to call a timeout here. Fuck it. I want to try to go get this. If we can't get it on this play, whatever. We'll have to give it back to Georgia Tech. I don't think we'll give it up this time. But who really knows? We're going to go mid-high-low here. We're going to call this play again. I like it. It works. No deep safety, by the way, on Dozier's side. I'm going to throw it up. Dozier, go get it. And he's gone. Spencer Dozier. The corner gets put in a one-on-one situation, and Dozier just fucks him. He bends him over, and he fucks him. Going to play cover 4 quarters here. They're just going to kneel the ball out, and that will do it for the half. 42-14 here. Our offense coming alive. I'm going to call timeout. Fuck you. You're going to have to run the football again. You're going to have to kneel down. Make your average worse, pussy. Gonna try to tackle him. No. I was hoping that I would get like some weird animation where I'd like dive through the center and tackle him. Count as a sack or some bullshit. 354 yards on 22 attempts, 18 completions, 5 passing touchdowns. They are 6 for 10 with 2 real big bullshit ass fucking touchdowns. I know we kind of forced one there at the end. Really picking kind of not really a full cheese play, but if the defense doesn't align correctly, it makes for a very easy reception, especially with our speed receiver there. Deion Browning, though, just got put in an absolutely awesome position. They put a lineman out there to fucking play man coverage on him out of the slot, and the dude had his hand in the dirt. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Ultimately getting it done here in the first half. Yeah, see, Christian Ellis just stopped moving. Like, I don't know what to say there. Whatever, getting the job done in this first half. We'll probably see some of the backups here. So they will start the second half at 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Going to start this defensive drive off, playing some man here. Underneath to the slot receiver, getting himself going. Picks up 10. That was a very good effort play. Spins out of the tackle, able to pick up the first down. I like that. I like it. I'll admit when they have good plays. 1st and 10 at the 24. They're going to go inside zone here. Wooden trying to cover it up. Bounces back to the other side. Picks up 6. Trey and Joseph Callaway will end up having to bring him down. Previous game, he had 15 for 86. Kind of slowing him down today. Of course, their offense not really being able to rely on that run game because, of course, we got off to such a hot start. Going to run an RPO here. And it looks like Wooden and Breeze end up making the tackle. Maybe Ellison Breeze, maybe. But one of the two. I saw a 2 in there. I don't know if I saw a 2 or a 5 after that. 3rd and 3 here. Going to cover up this middle with Wooden. And Tremaine Putassi just gets beat to the inside. Our 4-star corner. Not really able to produce there. 1st and 10. Going to hop on Trey. Play coverage on this back here. They're going to go counter play. He's going to have a wide open fucking lane. Our defensive line is getting dismantled by this Georgia Tech O-line. Really just kind of getting pushed around currently at this moment. Hole 1 press here. Going to hop on the other Wooden brother. Up to the 44-yard line. Georgia Tech. I'm thinking run here. Yeah, it's an RP. It's a just read option. And he just spun the fuck out of Wooden. Holy shit. Wooden, brother. You might need to get off the fucking field for a little bit after that one. 2nd and 2 now. I need this D-line to come up big. Trey here, and he gets blocked up. And this running back is kind of running wild right now. I almost want to start sending pressure just to see if they'll get out of it at this point. I'm expecting a pass here, but you never know with this fucking game. 1st and 10. Going to force some pressure with Wooden. And Trey just kind of being in coverage on that running back. Kind of just runs into number 85. Aaron Philo not getting the completion there, but 2nd and 10 still. They've proven that they can run the football here so far to start off this second half. Trying to slow down this game. I think they realized that the game's kind of sort of out of reach, so they kind of just got to go back to what works for them, which is underneath stuff, runs, simple things like that. 3rd and 3 here. I'm guessing pass. If they want to run this football, go right ahead. They're going to run it. Yep. Trey, get there. Can't stop him from picking up the first, but bringing up. Coming down for the tackle, that is. I was going to say bringing him up and stopping it. Not really bringing him up. He scraped across. 1st and 10 and 1st and goal. Well, 1st and 9, actually. Now 2nd and goal at the 5. We're going to go 46 bear gap press. I know this is man, so it's kind of risky, especially with how close we are. They've just run an RPO, and our guy just doesn't move. Who the fuck was standing out there? I really need to know who the fuck was just standing underneath that route right there. Why are you just standing out there, Wooden? Do you not see the ball moving? I will admit that was a very, very good drive by them. Now we just got to go out and respond at this point. Like I said, going to put it in shoe clock at this point. Just makes sense for our offense. Just try to get out of this game. We kind of came in and did what we did. We're up 3 scores. The defense just has to play well enough. The offense just can't make turnovers at this point. Keep the drives moving. Burn off some of that clock as well. Big play there from Foss. 7 yards there. Spinning back inside. Picking up an extra couple there for him. Up to the 32 we go. Going to go halfback stretch here. Walton just got a holding penalty. Of course he did. Foss trying to hurdle somebody. Not quite getting it done. Javante Nagy celebrating. Hey, bud, your fucking teammate and your fucking positional guy just fucking held. Stop celebrating. Don't love going to the short side, but we're going to do it anyway. 2nd and 10 at the 25. Toss it outside. Walton gets a decent enough block. Not really anything going there. 3rd and 6 now. Gonna go to the air here. Bench pivot here to this left side. I'm looking Dozier on this speed out right away. And then we'll come back to probably Browning at that point. Dozier wins his rep. Nobody really covers him. And he's going to have a first down and a little bit more up to the 42. Like I said, just going to run the football here a lot in the second half. Just kind of kill some of this clock. Going to get Ludwig involved here now again. Trying to get past that defensive end. Doesn't quite get it done. 2nd and 8 though. We're going to go 94 Will here. Back to Foss we go. He's going to have to be this guy in the second half to really get it done. Kind of just break through those arm tackles. Force everybody to come up and really make a stop on him. Come up and force 2 guys to really put a body on him to get him down. I'm gonna go play action here. I'm gonna keep Nagy in. Oh, no, he's gonna run a curl. Okay. Foss open. Nobody covering him. I don't know if that's holding or if that's a defensive roughing the passer. We'll see here in just a second. And it is holding on Robert Wright. Nope, illegal man downfield. What the fuck are you doing, dude? Robert! How many times do I have to yell at you? I'm about to tweet you in real life, brother. I'm gonna fucking tweet you and be like, stop fucking doing shit. 3rd and 8 here at the 45-yard line. Dropping back to pass. Morris Moffett scrambling. Trying to pick up the first down. Gets to 4th and 1. That should kill the rest of this quarter, and then we will make our decision in the 4th here on really what to do. But Morris Moffett just trying to pick up that first. Couldn't quite get it done. That linebacker just a little bit bigger than him, able to hold him up and make the tackle there. But still up 42-21. I know we're not doing a whole ton in the second half, but that's kind of the game plan at this point. We go hit him in the mouth early, and then we kind of just salt away the rest of the game. We put up points early, and then we just kind of coast out and take our victories as we can. I'm going to fucking go for this. I don't care. It's 4th and 1. I'm going for this. Come get me, is what I say to them. 4th and 1. Halfback stretch to Foss. Get stopped. Fuck. The guy kind of just came through the inside. Was able to get a hand on Foss's leg. Able to bring him down there. 1st and 10. Can hop on the D-line here. Green. I don't know where Ellis is going with that. He needs to undercut that sooner if he's going to try to go for it. If you're not going to undercut it sooner, you're not going to get there, bud. I'm just being real with you. 2nd and 2. Sending Callaway. Trying to get home. Sending extra guys, and they block it up perfectly. 3rd and 2 now. We're going to go cover 3 Buzz match. Bring Callaway down. Put him on this edge. Kind of force them to read him, if anything. Bringing Ellis down into the box. Cover this tight end. Screen pass, and the D tackles get home. Green and Linfro. No, Renfro, not Linfro, you fucking moron. 4th and 10. Lacey and Breeze need to step up here. Those are the 2 guys that need to step up here. Expecting a lot out of them. Got to have one of them step up at this point. That's got to be picked. Joseph Callaway with another pick. This one could be returned. No, there was a receiver in the flats on the opposite side of the field. 1st and 10 up to the 48-yard line. Right back where we left off. I mean, don't get me wrong. That was definitely not Callaway doing anything. That was just more the quarterback just being a dumbass. But 1st and 10. Handoff to Foss here. Getting to that outside. I wish he had that inside hand available. Could have went for the stiff arm there. Couldn't do it with the ball being on that inside hand. Couldn't get to that corner. 2nd and 3 now. Halfback counter. Bryce Baker downhill. Big gain there for him. Got to get his average up. I know his career average is actually quite low. If I remember looking at it, I'm pretty sure it was under 3 yards a carry just because of how we used him in years prior. 1st and 10 at the 36. Going to go halfback counter here again. There was 2 guys standing outside. Our blockers weren't really going that way. So I just figured kind of pull him into the inside and try to get something. Didn't really get anything, to be fair. But simple, by the way. Simple catch down to the 5 on play action. Morris Moffett might eclipse 400 yards on the day if we allow him to finish off the rest of this game. We probably won't. We'll probably end up looking towards Walt Merriman, maybe a couple other guys, maybe on this offensive line to kind of go finish out this game. Jordan Woolen on that delayed and gets his 400 yards, but doesn't quite get his touchdown. Gonna go PA boot here. I'm gonna keep Walton in. They don't really put a whole ton of guys in the box. Fuck it. Let's just swap to 94 Will here at this point then. Snap the ball, please. Nope. Okay. Good job, guys. Good job. Fucking. I was going to go QB draw. Completely forgot we've got the delay a game. So we're going to go stick here. Dozier, if he hits this out, by the way, I think will be open. Nope. Hits the slant, and he's going to get a touchdown. And all 3 of the receivers getting involved into the end zone today. Spencer Dozier getting it done on that slant. They send all-out pressure, and Dozier with his speed and quickness just able to get free across the middle. Easy touchdown, 48-21, and that should just about do it. If we do get back onto the offensive side of the ball, we will probably see a lot of the backups come in and get some playing time today. That should do it for a good chunk of the starters at this point. The defense, on the other hand, will continue to play. They have pride. They want to go shut down Georgia Tech as much as humanly possible. Build momentum, even going into the next game. I know we will have 2 bye weeks, but still. I'm going to cover, and Trey able to get there, able to force the incompletion. Was hoping for the pick there. I saw the ball coming his way. The tight end just undercut it a lot more than I thought he was going to. 2nd and 10 now. They got to really just throw the ball here all out. Just kind of just keep going with it. They're going to hit the running back underneath. Trey having to get there. Gets a good slowdown, and fucking Christian Ellis blows his shit up. Call him fucking, I don't know where I was going with that. I was going to go somewhere. I don't think I probably should. I'm just going to leave it at that. 1st and 10 underneath. Christian Ellis having to make the play on the running back, Callaway, and looked like McDowell ended up helping him out. 2nd and 3 now. Trey going to be in coverage on this tight end again. I need this defensive line to kind of do something here. I need you guys to step up and make some type of play. Somebody go fucking hit this quarterback. He ends up throwing it away. 3rd and 3 now. Like, somebody needs to go fucking hit this bitch. Go fucking smack that dude in the fucking mouth. Make him think about ever playing football again. Where are they going with that? Oh, fucking the streak. Christian Ellis was so far inside that after he got past Jaleel, it was kind of just an all-out thing. Gonna push the D-line this way. I'm gonna force pressure. Wooden gets home. 2nd and 10. Alex Wooden getting home and ultimately getting the ball out quicker there. Forcing that quarterback to really just scramble and do something with it. 2nd and 10. Underneath. I don't know who that is. Tremaine Potassi. Pick again for Tremaine. I think his 2nd on the season. The freshman out of Florida gets it done. So yeah, gonna bring in the backup to offense now. 1st and 10 at the 13 after Tremaine Potassi's pick. Walt Merriman, Gainwell, David, Wood, Burns, and this entire offensive line kind of in. Keeping Walton in, but that's just because I don't really want to bring in one of those blocking tight ends and get a better advantage by bringing them in at this point. 2nd and 3 now. Going to see a lot of Gainwell. He's going to have a lot of the reps here at the 20-yard line, just straight downhill. He's going to bounce to the other side. Big play there. First and 10 at the 27-yard line. 26 duo here. Gainwell downhill. Picks up another 7. Gainwell's exploding through these holes. Exploding in their mouths, really. Just not really stepping up and making a play on this defensive side of the ball for Georgia Tech. 2nd and 3 now. Going to go halfback stretch here to this right side. Cut back in. Gainwell. Gainwell's gone. I think his name is Cam. Cam Gainwell. Gone. Touchdown. Georgia Southern. Yeah, Cam Gainwell out of Kansas. 4 attempts, 87 yards, and a touchdown on the day for him. The transfer. Getting it done. We might have to put Bryce Baker in just to get him some fucking stats if we get the ball back at this point. Because he just went off for a fucking... He just had 87 yards on his first drive, you know? So it's like, fuck, do we put Bryce Baker in to give him some fucking reps now at this point? I do want to see a couple different guys here, so we did end up making some substitutions on the defense side of the ball. Roddy Orr, a transfer, and Angelo Paris are going to come in as sub-backers. Try to get some reps here today. Just trying to get them something. We do get a flag here, and that's going to be on me. Roddy Orr was just kind of playing towards that outside. The tight end broke and ran right through our chest, and it's going to be illegal contact, unfortunately. Don't know how that's our fault. He kind of ran through me on that speed out. I don't really see how that's our fault, to be fair, but hey, the game knows what it knows at this point. Underneath here, just a bunch of routes underneath, and Bo Masker's going to have to step up and make the tackle. 2nd and 3 now at the 48, and the clock is ticking away at this point. Georgia Tech not in too big of a hurry. I know they know the game's over, but wow, that running back ran probably the widest Texas route I've ever fucking seen on this planet. I'm not even fucking lying when I say that. That was the widest fucking Texas route I've ever seen. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. We go back to the air here, running that wheel route. Roddy Orr just not really having the speed to really keep up. 1st and 10. Down to the 10. 21 seconds. Are they really going to try to score here? Doesn't seem like it. They're not too interested. Not really going quick enough here. I'm going to cover this tight end on this corner, on this post, and defensive lineman able to smack the quarterback down. 2nd and 10 now. 10 seconds left at the 10. 2nd and 10. Bunch of 10s here today. Back in coverage. Paris going to cover stuff underneath, and yeah, they're going to get it, unfortunately. So, unfortunately, letting up that touchdown there. They were just kind of pushing as hard as they possibly could at this point. I'm going to let DeAndre Buchanan return this. Probably nothing else will really happen throughout the game. So I'll see you guys back winning 56-28 here today at home. Walt Merriman celebrating. Unfortunately, you did not do anything today. You literally came onto the field and handed the ball off 5 times. Unfortunately enough for you. Still getting it done. 407 yards, 80% completion, and 6 touchdowns on the day for Morris Moffett. Really getting it done. Spencer Dozier having a couple. Deion Browning, Jordan Woolen, Dalton Ludwig also getting involved. Bryce Baker having a rushing touchdown. Team really came out and performed against Georgia Tech. Now we'll be in conference play, as well as we will have to be taking on those 2 bye weeks as well. Trying to get some guys committed over these next couple weeks. Putting up double the points they did, getting the victory here, getting us to 4-0, going into conference play, looking very, very high. We have recruiting done, so we'll go ahead and already sim to the next week. Hopefully we do get some guys very close to committing. It's going to be a tough road ahead, right? We got to start to get some of these guys. Clifton Skull ends up committing to Miami, so we do end up losing out on one of our guys. I don't think that was a guy. I'm not 100% sure if that was a guy that we were fully going after. It must have been. Yeah, we were fully going after him. And we're out on Bobby Thomas because we have a bad play style. I would assume that's... What the fuck is... Okay, let's go look at play style. So he is a pass protecting center. The 1 sack we gave up fucking got him that far off. We've allowed 5 sacks in 4 games, and apparently that's bad for him. We've allowed 5 sacks, and that kicks us out of the running for him. What the fuck are we doing? Okay, well, I guess we're going to go after some of these other guys pretty hard. We're going to schedule Evan Ritchie for a visit then next week. Just get him in the building at this point. Glenn, I think we should be fine on if we can maybe pull 40 points from somewhere and get him in on a visit. Mike Krasinski, we're out on. Miami just jumped the fuck out of us. Okay, I'm just going to take the points off of him, and I'm just going to kick him off the board then. I'm going to get Glenn Candy in then. I know it's a negative, but I'm just going to bring him in on a visit with Richie. Fuck it. Just get them both in here at this point. Got 35 points left. I think we should probably start throwing them towards some of these other guys. Cedric, I would like to get in a little bit better. We can sell on him, so that's good news. We'll go ahead and sell on him. Get him more involved. Get him some extra points as well. So we're going to hard sell on him. It should be that one. And we're going to send him 10 extra points. Max Bibbs. We're already selling on. I'm going to send him 5 extra. Travis Hooks. Tavarius Hooks. We can sell on him. So we're going to go ahead and give him the extra points as well. Get him up to 40. Which one is this? I forget which one this is. Here it is. We get him up to 40. Clifton McKenzie, I'm kind of fine on for right now. I'm not super in on him. This one's tough to... I can't sell on Clayton Irving yet because it's style and proximity to home. There's there's at least one other option that I know of. It can either be pro potential or conference prestige. Now, no matter what, we can sell on both of those. It's just I don't know the exact sell, so I can't quite get him selling yet. Because if I sell the wrong thing, then we're in a bad spot going forward. Bill McCartney is pretty good, but I just don't have really the points to sell on him right now. I think we'll end up just sending the extra points to Richie here and calling it a day at this point. Give him 10, get him up to 50. Losing out on 2 guys in the same week basically just kind of fucked us. Losing out on both a tackle and a fucking center because of play style is insane, to be fair. Evan Ritchie signs. So that visit's not going to really matter. So we did kind of waste 40 points there, but it was worth it. It was worth it. It was definitely worth it. Getting him committed, just making sure that we get him at this point. Bobby Thomas, we're back in on. Thank the fucking Lord. Like you were throwing a fit over fucking play style, and we didn't even give up that many sacks. Like, come the fuck on, dude. I'm going to schedule him a visit for next week. It just makes sense. Get him in here. I'm going to schedule Dylan as well. I just want to lock these guys up at this point. At this point, it makes more sense to lock the guys up that we have on the board, that we are close on, than to continue to fucking play around with our food at this point. Playing style for Max Bibbs as well. That should hopefully get him committed. Cedric, I don't think I have the points to really be able to pull off of anybody. I'm going to pull the 10 off of Glenn here. That gets us up to 35, and if we can find... And we're going to pull the 5 off of Max. And we can bring in Cedric next week as well. And that's a 3 fucking boost as well. Absolutely. Should be able to get all 3 of them next week. Should be able to get all 3 of the defensive guys and potentially Glenn as well going into next week. Don't really have any points left. Not that big of a deal. Titus Board is still on the board. We're still in the running on him just based off of where we're at without really doing anything. Bill, if we can get some of these guys signed, we can definitely get back in on. Gregory Brown is one guy I'm looking at. Rashard Funk I'm looking at. James Milley, we're probably out on. Run stopper anyway, not that big of a worry. He's probably going to commit to Miami by week 8. McNitt we're still in on. And then a lot of the guys still down here don't really have a whole ton of offers. Kyle Green, unfortunately, does lock us out. But looking on the upside right now, Clifton McKenzie is a guy we're going to go after once we do get the points back. Clayton Irving, by the way, we still don't know. So we can't sell on him. Clifton, we are selling on. We're selling on Cedric. We're selling on just about everybody we can, it seems like. So that is the good news. Evan Ritchie, though, 6'5" pass protector, will come in, be a good player for us. Hopefully can really step up into a role over the next couple years. But that does it for the hours for this week. So we are able to sim now. And we will hopefully get a couple more guys to commit going into the ULM game. Glenn Candy does commit. Dylan does commit, so we get him an extra week early. James Milley commits to Miami. Jeremiah locks us out. But that is fine. I don't know how brand exposure is going down, by the way, when we have more fucking... when we had 4 straight TV games. I don't understand that, but whatever. To various hooks we're good on. We could bring him in on a visit. It would make sense. Put him up against Old Dominion. Georgia State apparently is a high win-loss rivalry game plus same tier opponent. I don't really want to do that, but Old Dominion is 3-1 as well. I could definitely bring him in against Old Dominion, but do we really want to risk the points at this point? Max Bibbs, I'm going to throw extra points at just in case. We should be able to get him. Just going to throw the extra points on him just to try to confirm it, though. So Max Bibbs. Cedric Sylvan will be able to get as well, so we probably didn't need to schedule them for visits, but still just want to lock these guys up at this point. Clifton McKenzie, I'm going to go ahead and take the 20 off of, but we're going to give him a hard sell instead. I think that just makes more sense. Clayton Irving, we should be able to hard sell on as well, now that some of the more options have been knocked out. Because this is the other one I was talking about, Conference Prestige. So it should be this one. I just got to go through and do my due diligence, though. I don't want to accidentally miss one and then accidentally hard sell on the wrong item. And it is the clutch hard sell, so we will hard sell on him as well. I might go ahead and schedule him for a visit, to be fair. I'm going to schedule him for a visit. Clifton, I think we're so far ahead on. I think we should have it. And it's only week 6, so we should be good there. I don't think we need a hard sell. I don't think we need to schedule him for a visit. Tavarius, I can't bring him in the same week, though. Bobby Thomas we have coming in as well. Hooks, I think we're fine on for now. I'm actually going to send him the extra 25 that I can send him as well. Just going to be 100% real about that. I'm going to take the 10 off of Cedric here. We should be able to get him based off just the visit and the hard sell alone. We are still on Titus Board here. We do have good running backs, though. That's one thing to keep in mind. Titus Board isn't bad, though. Hemphil, we're out on. It's gonna go to the top 3 here soon. Laybourne, we're out on. If we can get back in on Bill, I would be down for that. Pass coverage linebacker, Gem. I'm going to bring him in on a visit as well. We might get locked out. It's the name of the game. I'm going to send as many points after him as humanly possible right now If we can get back into his top 3, we do have a good chance of doing something with it. Gregory Brown, I'm going to send 10 to. Rashard Funk, not too worried about. Ruddy McKnitt, I'm going to send 10 to. Tom Fasano, I'm going to send some points after as well. I'm going to send him 25. We can get in on him. That'd be awesome. And then we need maybe one more guy that we can go after. Jeremiah Mannion locks us out. I kind of do need another tackle, maybe. Edge we're fine at. I don't know who to really send these points after. Okay, I don't know when that cut out, but I think we'll go ahead and just send the extra points after Gregory Brown. Kind of get him locked in, and McKnitt, just kind of get them moving. That should be good enough. Like I said, we should get Bobby Thomas this week. I think we should get Bobby Thomas, right? So we'll get 1. So we'll get 40 points back. Tavarius really depends. I don't think we'll get him this week, maybe next week. Max Bibbs we should get this week. Cedric Sylvan we should get this week. Clifton McKenzie should be close. And Clayton Irving should also be very close going forward. So yeah, that should just about do it for this week. We got everything wrapped up in a nice pretty bow. We should be able to get a lot of these guys in or get them at least very, very close. But that will do it for this episode. We are going to be taking on UL Monroe next week. We are 4-0 there, 1-3. We're going to start off our conference play in the Sun Belt this next coming video. Ultimately, looking very, very good. Season stats so far. Just going to check some things out. Morris Moffett really doing good so far. Not turning the ball over this year. The running backs really getting it going as well. Cam Gainwell, incredible yardage because of that last game. Bryce Baker also involved a lot. More recently, of course, running back by committee, it seems like. And the receivers also looking pretty good. Jordan Woolen not really getting a lot of the downfield and deep threats that we thought he was going to be, but ultimately still getting the job done. But like I said, if you guys did enjoy this video or any of the videos here on my channel, I would appreciate it if you guys do stick around and subscribe. I'll be back with more videos like this. With that being said, I'm out. Peace.